Did you know when it's time for you to purchase a workers' compensation insurance policy that you actually need to purchase 2 policies? So not only do you need to purchase a workers' comp policy, but when you hire an employee, you also need to provide a short-term disability and paid family leave policy as well. Now, when people call my office and I tell them this, I can hear the groans at the other end of the line, and the first thing they always say is, "Oh, I don't want that coverage, I don't need it." Unfortunately, it's not an option. New York State requires that you have it. If you fail to secure a short-term disability paid family leave policy, it is actually a misdemeanor, and it's subject to a $100 to a $500 fine, or up to 1 year in jail, or both. So not only that, not only do you get the fine and or possible imprisonment, but any benefits paid to your employee that would have been covered under your plan, under the special fund, you would be responsible for. You would have to pay the greater of the actual benefits paid to that covered employee, or 1% of your total wages during the period that you weren't covered for. Either way, it's going to be a large dollar amount. It's easier just to purchase the insurance. Now, workers' compensation insurance is going to provide coverage for employees for on-the-job injuries. So it's going to cover their medical expenses and lost wages. The short-term disability and paid family leave covers employees for off-the-job illnesses and injuries that prevent them from working. So they are eligible to get up to 50% of their weekly wage based on their last 8 weeks of wages worked that they've earned. So up to $170 a week. Now, $170 is not getting you very far. You are able to purchase higher weekly benefit limits, which I do recommend. Because at $170 a week, if you had an employee that worked 40 hours a week and just made the current minimum wage in upstate New York of $13.20 an hour, that is not going to even cover 50% of their wages for the week. So you can buy up to $1,020 per week in coverage. Now, if you have one employee, I just say, hey, figure out what their weekly wage is. Make sure you cover them for 50% of that. That way, if anything ever happens, they will be happy that they're receiving their full benefit. Now, if you have multiple employees at a varying range of income levels, you have to make a decision. Do you choose a level that meets the majority of your employees to receive 50% of the wages, or do you just take the highest employee paid and make sure that they're covered for the maximum amount that you can, up to 50% of their wages, or $1,020 a week? And that way, everybody underneath that income level will automatically receive their full benefit if they ever need it. Now, in that case, obviously, you're overpaying for everybody else. But the way I look at it is, in today's competitive job market, you could use this as a way to retain your employees by promoting this as a benefit that you provide at higher limits, or even attract potential new hires to your company, knowing that you want to make sure that your employees are taken care of. And I think it gives people a good idea of the type of employer that you are. So I hope you found this tip helpful. If you need help with your workers' compensation or disability insurance, feel free to give us a call. Thanks, everybody. Talk to you soon.